Jai Hind everyone. My name is Kapil, and today I'm going to host this session. So today our session is on PPDT. This is stage one test, OIR test, to infiltrate the candidates who are good in their psychological mind. So in this PPDT test, you have to shown a picture for 30 seconds, and then after analyzing the picture, you have to write a story on it within 4 minutes. After writing the story, you have to discuss. You have to narrate the story. Each candidate will narrate the story within 60 to 90 seconds, and after all candidates narrate their story, there is a group discussion. And having a group discussion, you have to come a common story, and by nominating a candidate by the candidates, he will narrate the common story. So we are going to start the session. I hope you all are ready. I will going to show the picture. So be ready. If anybody have doubt, then put messages. Otherwise, we'll start.
No doubts.
Okay. Start. Analyze the picture.
Send the picture in the group also.
Pardon?
Send the picture in the group also.
Okay. Okay. Now start writing. Those who come right now, I'm going to introduce you. There's a picture that I sent in the group. You have to perceive the picture for 30 seconds, and after analyzing the picture, you have to write a story.
Kapil, is Lima Group here?
Pardon? What you say?
Lima Group is here, right? Lima Group. Okay, okay. Clear. All right. Vineet, yes, I think the picture has been shared. So it is on the WhatsApp group. Which group are you from?
I'm from Juliet.
Julia. हाँ तो it's in the group. Check the group. नहीं, who said this? Kapil, not you. I'm answering the chat message. Vineet. All right. So please check the group. It's there. The image is there.
Stop writing, guys. Time is up. So please stop writing. Now, every candidate will have to narrate its story one by one. So we'll go by alphabetically. Those who are latecomers, see the picture from the group and write a story as soon as.
Picture is not sent earlier.
So start.
Pushpesh,
Hello.
kindly forward the image to your group. Go on, Kapil.
Yes,
Yeah.
Anshul.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Arey, I was here only to set this up. I'm just leaving after this.
So please start narrating the story one by one by alphabetically. Those who are latecomers, listen the story, and if you can write within just 2 minutes, keep writing. And those who have completed their story, start narrating one by one by alphabetically. So starting from Abhinav Tiwari. Abhinav Tiwari, am I audible?
I
Are you
just
there?
got the picture. I think we need time. We just got the pic in the Lima group.
So Abhinav Nagyal, are you there?
Actually, I'm a latecomer. Can I narrate? Am I audible?
Please turn on your camera
Actually, I am a latecomer. Can I narrate it?
so that we have a better.
Abhinav, you are not audible properly. Can you speak louder?
Anjali Dhyani, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So start narrating the story,
All
please.
right, all right. Okay, so in this picture, I have perceived three characters, all males in the age bracket of 30 to 45 years. So Ramesh and Ajay were two detectives who work with the research and analysis wing. One day they received a tip about a man whose actions and behavior were suspicious. So they went after him and they started checking on him. Um, Finally, they found out through a little bit of investigation, they found out that he was linked to a terrorist outfit that aimed at spreading insurgency in the capital city of the country. So they went forth and they caught him red handed. Later on, they handed him over to the concerned authorities, and with their alertness and agility, they were able to save the entire capital and its people from a mishap, uh, because of which their names were also nominated for promotion. That's my story. Thank you.
Next.
Is someone not also timing the
Yes.
individual
Yeah.
narration?
Yeah, I noted the
Okay,
timing.
great.
Anshul Sharma, are you ready?
Good evening. From the picture shown to us, I perceive three characters, all male, one of around 38 years of age, one of around 27 years of age, and the main hero of 26 years of age. All are in neutral mood. Action of my story: preventing a drug smuggling operation. Based on this, my story goes like Rajesh, a newly appointed police officer, received a tip about smuggling of drugs near the Old Town Cafe. He then decided to do a covert operation and also brought along senior officers for the support. He disguised himself and followed the suspect to the cafe. After confirming that suspect is a drug smuggler, he informed his team to be on alert and close the routes to escape. He then he then confronted the smuggler and arrested him immediately. He also got to know about another smuggling happening 1 week later in the area and successfully prevented it. With his approach, the the cases of drug smuggling were significantly dropped, and the youths were the cases of drug smuggling were significantly dropped. Thank you.
Next. Deepika Singh, are you there?
Hello everyone, I am Deepika. In this picture, I perceive three characters, all male. in the age bracket of 35 to 45 age, all in positive mode. Action of story, health and hygiene and sanitary camping. Bhushan is the main character. Bhushan is a doctor by profession. He decided to work for rural and tribal health program in tribal area of Madhya Pradesh. His office colleague did him a great favor and awarded him for taking such initiative for the welfare of society. His colleague Dr. Sharan and Dr. Ravi also joined his rural and tribal health program. They educate people about the basic knowledge of public health, hygiene and sanitary. They also conduct basic routine checkup free of cost and they also provide education program for the children. Thank you so much.
Okay, next. Gargi, are you ready?
So I was late for the session, so I won't be
Oh, okay.
participating.
So next is Himanshu Tiwari. Are you ready? Himanshu. Mano Tang Tang. Brother, are you ready?
So Sharat, so by the picture, I perceive that Sharat, a 30-year-old, is a hero. He is a police officer along with his partner Constable Himanshu. Uh, 45 years old Constable Himanshu. Both are in neutral mood. They follow an informant who works in an investment firm named. Wait a minute. Named Rajesh, who is 30 years old, who is going to meet the party who is trying to invest money. Actually, they are trying to embezzle money in name of investment, and Rajesh is going to help them caught red-handed. Thank you.
Next, please. Mohan Kumar Yadav. Mohan.
From the picture shown, I have perceived three characters. Everyone is male. Mood is positive. Main character is male, 30-year-old, and mood is positive. Action: following the stranger activity. Syam was the village development officer of Raghopur village. One day, when he was in office, he saw a stranger who was roaming around the village for the last some time. Syam called the village pradhan and asked to identify the person, that whether he knows him too or not. When the pradhan came, he started following the villager, and the pradhan was unaware of that person. They decided to follow him and see that what the person is doing. Later on, after some time, Syam went there and confronted the stranger and asked the reason that why he is roaming around the village. Later on, they found that this stranger has lost his way and he is unaware of the path. Syam and the village pradhan helped him to reach his destination, and later on they found that it is the lack of signboard on the main road. That's why many strangers come to their village unaware. And suddenly, later on, Syam and village elected member of the village panchayat collected fund and installed the signboard, and it was very helpful for the villagers and the commuters. Thank you.
Okay, next, please.
May I go, sir? Abhinav Tiwari.
Yeah.
Okay. Jai Hind, everyone. What I perceive from this story is that there are three characters. Main character name is Ramesh, who is age of 27 years. He is a full-time cameraman in Busting Myth News Agency, who work in the local area. From past few days, before his work shift ends, he used to leave for some place. His reporter and editor ignored this for first few days, but when this becomes a week-long work, they decided to look after him. And when they followed him, they found that he visits old age homes, near the reporting place for caring and the satisfaction of his soul since he lost his family in the past COVID. They both also appreciated his initiative and also helped him. Thank you.
Okay. Next, I'd like to Pushpet Singh Mehra. Are you ready?
Through the character, through the picture, through the picture shown to us, I perceived three characters. All are male between the age group of 31 to 37. The action of my story is to catch a man who was supplying toxic materials to the youth. The main character of my story is Rohan, who is 33 years old. Rohan is a police officer. One day, he came to know about a man whose actions were very suspicious. So, firstly, they tried to trace his calls, and through tracing his calls, they came to know that the man was supplying various kind of toxic materials to the youth. So they made a plan to follow him to know his day-to-day routine. So they made a plan that they should follow him in a civil clothes so that he could not suspect that whether they are police or not. After uh, after suspecting him for a day, after knowing his routine, uh, rohan Rohan, with the help of his team members, was able to catch the man. Thank you.
Okay. Next one, Riddhi Pawar. Are you ready? Sagar Rawat.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Camera एक मिनट है. Is my camera on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So friends, in this picture, I have perceived three characters, all male, and from the age group of 38 to 48. No, sorry, 28 to 48, and two are in positive mood, whereas one is in neutral mood. The action of my story is working on an intel. The Judge 35, who is an assistant central information officer with the IP, he got an information from his sources about a person doing suspicious activity. He, along with his senior, went to the area and searched for that person. After searching for the person, he got a rough idea about the person, and he talked to his head office where he got to know about him as a wanted criminal. He later prepared a plan as the person led them to his base home. He prepared a plan of action with the team as he called for the backup and look upon the area for exit and entry. Soon, he coordinated the area with the team members and called them with the negotiation to put down the weapon. Through the negotiation skills, he was able to get the people down on the weapons, through which four people along with arms and ammunition were busted. And he thanked the team members as the mission was called off as successful. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Samarjit Singh. Are you ready?
Not yet, brother. I will go in last.
Okay. Saurav Singh.
Yes. So from the given picture, I have perceived three characters. All of them are male in neutral mood. One is around 30 years old, and the two of them are around 25 years old. So Ramesh and Nitin were close friends, and they used to hang out in the nearby jungle in their free time. So usually they used to hang out near a abandoned bungalow. So one evening they saw a mysterious person walking cautiously and carefully towards the bungalow. Since it was an abandoned bungalow, and the cautious activity and suspicious activity of the mysterious person caught their interest. So they decided to follow him and advised a plan that they would investigate the bungalow once the person leaves. So after a few hours, the person left the bungalow and they investigated. And behind the secret door, they found out that there was some boxes of ammunition as well as weapons there. So uh, they decided to click photos for evidence and placed cameras in decisive locations so that it could not be easily found, and observed the activity in the bungalow for next 2 days. After gathering enough evidence and as photos, informal photos as well as videos, they contacted their nearest police station and informed them about the same. With their timely taken decisions and actions, they were able to apprehend the terrorists who were planning an terrorist organization who were planning to do some mischievous activity. Thank you.
Suraj Shukla. Suraj Shukla, are you ready? Swam Singh.
Yeah.
Start.
Okay. From the picture, what I have perceived that there are three characters. So all are male. The age group is between 30 to 40. The mode is positive. Once upon a time in a town, two men named Jack and Alex found themselves following a mysterious man. They didn't know why, but there was something strange about him that grew their curiosity. Both were adventurous souls, so they decided to embark on this unplanned journey. They kept a safe distance, ensuring that the man didn't notice them, and they followed him through the narrow streets and discovered the beauty of their own town, appreciating the hidden gems that they overlooked. As the day passed, they noticed man performing random act of kindness, like helping elderly women cross the road, handing out sandwiches to the homeless, and even stop to play with the stray dogs. The mystery of why they had begun falling faded away. Instead, they found themselves enchanted by the compassion and generosity of the man, decided to approach him and introduce themselves. The man welcomed them with a warm smile, introducing himself as Mr. Max, traveling storyteller who wandered town to town sharing tales of hope, love, and kindness. Fascinated by Mr. Max, Jack and Alex decided to be a part of his journey. They both learned valuable lessons, life lessons. The three become inseparable friends united by their passion of spreading happiness.
Oh, those who are left, one by one, narrate their story.
So can I?
Yeah, Arun Jyoti Pooja.
So friends, from the given picture, I have perceived three male characters of age 30 to 45, and they all are in neutral mood. And the theme of my story is catching the smuggler. So Vishal, who was newly appointed narcotic inspector, got intel about peddling activity, which is going to take place in the village in Nandapur. Firstly, he called his team and discussed about the matter, and made a plan. Then he collaborated with local police station, and then they divided themselves in different areas. They started tracking smuggler and checked cameras, and also they continuously kept eye on him. And they day prior they took necessary precautions, and on the day they all were disguised in civil dress and connected themselves with Bluetooth. Meanwhile, they blocked all exit point, and when smuggler arrived, they caught them red-handedly and took them for further interrogation. With this, they were happy that they successfully stopped the drug peddling activities, and they also thanked Vishal for his great work. Thank you.
Next.
Can I narrate the story?
Yeah, you want. Start.
Hello, gentlemen. I perceive three characters in the story. All are male with positive mood and of age around 25 to 30. A boy named Rahul, who was a writer from his profession and wrote many books in his life. He he was very famous and popular, so whenever he used to go somewhere, he tried to hide himself. Once he decided to visit the village to meet some school children and gave them some gave them some good books and introduce them with some good books and provide them provide them some books. They tried to hide him, but some people recognize him and want to meet him, but they were not sure about him. So they tried to chase him and finally meet him and talk, talk to him and get some good tips about his upcoming books and gets motivation of reading books, and then they started reading books regularly. Thank you.
Next. Who left?
Should I go?
Yes, Samadhi. And after you, Prashant, you can. Okay, start.
So, Jai Hind, everyone. Uh, I have perceived three characters from the story. My main character is Manish, 17 years old, studying in 12th class, non-medical student, studying in a government school. There was a government library near his school. He used to go there to study. The librarian of that library was a very arrogant and corrupt in charge. He used to charge the students to use the books there, which were supposed to be provided them for free. And if the student denied to pay the fee, the librarian simply said that this particular book is not available here. Some complaints were also filed about it, but whenever the officials came to check this, he always found to be not guilty. Manish get to two constables and asked them to catch him red-handed. They made a plan. Manish went to library, asked for a book, and librarian did the same. The constables were watching him from the window from outside and caught him red-handed. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
So, may I?
Yep.
Hello everyone. In shown picture, I pursued three male characters. Age group is 20 to 40, and all are in neutral mode. Action of my story is cops are on search mission. So Suraj is a CID inspector from Pune, Maharashtra. So in his working days, one case is given to him about some weapons and smuggling is going on in the city. So one day, Suraj gets some information about one person uh, of that team. So he, with his buddy, follow the person and go in. There was one old age home, and Suraj and his buddy make one plan. And the person, after taking him to custody, they understand their plans and all those things, and so they caught all over their team by making plans and submitted to the court. Thanks.
Yeah, Adam, Aman, you can start. Aman, you can narrate the story. Anybody who left can narrate the story.
It's so am I audible?
Yeah.
So in this picture, I perceive male in the age bracket of 30 to 45 years, all are in positive mood. The theme of the story is the stranger from the other city. So the story goes like this: Varun and Joel were two detective officers from Delhi who got an information of suspicious phone wandering in the city. The officers were asked to spy on the man by their high officers. They follow him home of the wherever he goes and gain details about the stranger. He was a he was a blacklisted criminal from the other state and was trying to do a robbery in the city. They traced the place he lives and recent activities. The officers got the information and passed this information to police, and they caught him successfully on the mission. The police officers thanked and successfully caught him and thanked the officers by their timely action and intelligence. Thank you, sir.
You are on mute, bro.
Sir, you are not audible. You are on mute.
Anybody left? Uh, may narrate his story fastly, because after this we will going to discuss. I think all have done. So start discuss.
So, friends,
All right,
like
so
we
I
as
I
we
think
have
mean,
it's
I
discussed,
too
believe
detective
all
all
of
of
us
us
has
stories,
seen that there are
we
three
are
people in
because
the
it's
majority
picture.
of us
the
agree that
entire
there are
plot
three
seems like a
characters involved,
detective
and
story.
all three are male. And we can also revolve the story around operation, whether it is a sting operation or
Yeah,
catching
it can be a
someone
sting
doing some
operation kind of
activity.
a story where two detectives are
Can
going
be any
behind a
operational
man
thing.
who's
They are having
suspicious.
team
So, firstly, as all of us have perceived three characters, all are male. So, let us consider their age to be between 30 to 45.
And also we can see that one person is hiding behind the some wall or tree.
So
Actually,
two
there are
people
two
ask.
I
people who
think
are
I
hiding.
think I
So
think
They
we
we
are
should
can
probably
first
consider
first
them to
consider
be
doing
that
detectives.
something, some activities they are
we
doing.
sh-
Yeah, they
we
can
should
I
be the
believe
consider that the
that
detectives.
we are
suspected person is not
Yeah,
going any haunted house or any place. He is going to just a simple home.
see, I believe Anjali has put up a very good point, like by giving a plot that there are two people that are working for a detective or some kind of agency, intelligence agency, and they are gathering information about a person that is going somewhere. If you
Yes,
guys
I
agree on
agree
I
that.
with
agree.
Sagar.
Yes,
So for
as
just an
most of
example,
us
told
are
that
agreeing with the thing, so we should.
Gentlemen,
okay, so
gentlemen,
as we
I
know
think
that
that intelligence agency would not go in a proper dressing order to detective would not wear a
47
proper
and
dress.
46
It
age
is it can be seen that it
working
is a rural side area and
No,
some
we
person
cannot
who
say
is
they are
spying
in
there
the
cannot see
official
that.
race actually. They
there
are
are
wearing
three
the
doctors
coat.
Gentlemen,
who are going to
Yeah,
we
but
we
that
can
is
put
not
the
a
Just
story
common
observe
that
the
dress.
picture,
uh,
Sagar.
People do
They
wear
wearing the
clothes
coat.
in
the
trousers.
authorities are dressed as civilians and
no
following a
detective here.
suspicious
They are all
person, and
uniform
the suspicious
in
person
mission mode.
can be labeled as a
So we
drug
can say
carrier.
that the three characters are two of them are detective officers and one is a stranger.
Yes,
yeah,
yes. One of
we
them
can make
Instead
the
of
has
moving
whole
is
from
suspicious about his
choose
character.
one as each
Okay, they
person.
are spying on a stranger, right?
yeah. As
Yes.
we know
So,
No,
that we
as
have
most
uh,
of us
very
are agreeing with
few.
the thing,
Okay, the majority says that there is two officers who are detectives
From my
and one
side,
stranger, and they are spying
since
on him.
Sam
They
is
are
always
with
ready
you.
to give answer to
right. We all
their
agree that
teacher,
two of the
and
officials are spying on a suspicious person.
very
And let's
Yeah,
move forward, Ori,
lots
by
of
deciding
knowledge,
the
but
plot.
always
I have a point to
okay.
add by saying that
Gentlemen, I
what
think
we will do is
we
As we
can
have
that
we
we
can
confirmed, they are
can
consider
having
them.
three persons. Now we can go for the action of the story.
yeah, that is correct.
I
They
believe
always
action can be revolved around a drug smuggling operation because
Yes, yes.
that
It
would catch
can be
the eye
something
of the
like that.
authorities.
Yeah, okay. So what we
Gentlemen,
can do
I
is,
think
first of all,
we can
these are
also
the
consider
officers
that
from the
these
ACIO,
two
that is the Assistant Central Information Officer from the IB itself. So they got information from one of the informant about this person doing some suspicious activity. So they get down to that area where they both figure out that person and got him to be a drug dealer. That all we have agreed upon, and they start doing spying upon him to get on the base area where he's going to head it to. After finding out the base area, what we can do is they can gather the call for backup, and they can recce the area by knowing all the exit and entry of that area. Soon after that,
gentlemen, we can formulate our story like that, but practical life, it does not happen. First they go and talk to the local police station. It is the if it comes under the local police authorities, Why would CBI and the central agency would come and directly involve
I
in the
completely
file?
agree with you, the gentleman.
In this
We can go
completely
with the
rural India, and they
story of
cannot
that
even.
lost that man who has lost his way because of the lack of science. We can go with the story with the we can go with the story with the lost man who is lost
Gentlemen,
who has
I
lost
think
him.
that
I
it
have a
would be
point
better
out here by saying
if
this
we
that
will go if we
local
go
police
with the
should be
normal
involved. That is
story
correct.
and
I have a point out here by
Gentlemen,
saying that local police should be involved, but first of all, the recce of the area and the finding the information from that person and the area, that should be done by the people of the investigation
Yes,
agency only.
because the police
In the
will only
backup,
listen to you when you have good
yeah,
evidence against the person.
exactly. So first of all, the gathering was done by these intelligence officer. Then for the backup, the local police was called. This can be added.
but it does
We can
not seem that any sort of
we can also make the story around the person who has
We can
lost
say
his
that
way because of lack of science.
friends,
I think
friends,
that
as
was
most
the
of
good.
us,
Hand over him to the
friend,
police.
friends, as most of us are
Practice
agreeing on
are
a common
strength
theme that
who
the two are the
making life
detectives,
are
and
very clear.
we can
one
come
is a
to a
strange man
conclusion.
who is
Yeah, we
seeing
can come
some
to a
who is
conclusion.
seeing
They
some
handed over
suspicious
the character
activities.
to the police
So,
officer.
rather than diverging from the theme, we should
And
come to a
the
common
teacher,
theme
since
and we should
he's
add
a
some
backup
actions.
or average looking and he belongs to a poor family, the teachers and the neighborhood, the classmates always mocking on them. And after some time, when some teachers, like in the photo, the teacher named Naga, his
Now come to logic,
and
man.
this uncle,
Come to
45
logic.
age,
I have a
always
point here to say that
they are
we
always
have already
mocking.
decided
But
who we are working
what
upon.
is
Friends, uh,
Consider a common story.
friends,
So we can conclude.
friends,
he always give all the answers correctly.
friends, as most of us are agreeing on a common theme that there are two
Also,
are detectives and
sometime
one is a stranger. So rather than
in
diverging the theme, we should come to the actions. For example,
Yes.
we can add an action that they are
all
looking
the
upon a man.
teachers and
They are dressing in a normal
Smirking.
way, not in a formal way, so that the men do not suspect that they are from any intelligence bureau or
and
somewhere
giving us some
or
respect.
policeman.
So we can say that they are from some intelligence agency or detective officers, and
Why
they
the
are spying
principal
on a stranger who is wandering in the city. And after catching the culprit, they handed over him to the police.
how
Gentlemen, I think it's time that we conclude
I
the
guess
story.
both should speak turn
so
by
much
turn because we're
respect
not
to
able to
him?
understand.
Since we are just revolving around the topic, so let me
Yes.
just clarify it for all of us that all we have decided that there are only 3% in the picture, out of which two are from a detective agency or some kind of information officers, and where they're leading us. Suspecting a person for some kind of activity, that is the drug activity that has already been decided. So now what these two detectives are doing, we should focus more upon that, taking on actions like how they do it and what was
We
the
can,
outcome of that.
Okay,
we can
now we
also
can take the story
take the
forward
story
as this is based
around that
They
the
this is
person who
did
had
this
look
lost
into
his
is
the
way.
correct
That is,
way
I think, the
based
good
on
story.
from the beginning end where they
in
found
when
the
the
killer
Instead
case of
of
the
instead of
story
acting them
and
correctly,
was regular red-handed investigation. They then
Because the
immediately
story
arrested them
doesn't go so
and
far
prevented the drug smuggling
and
in the area, which
because
resulted in significantly
that
drop of cases in drug smuggling.
subject
So I
were
believe
not taught them properly.
carry a bag, and two persons are normally watching what the boy is doing, and what the boy is doing in their normal life, how they get education, how they get a study, how they get respected from the
No, the
principal.
brother,
point
I
to
think
Sagar
all
explain.
are
We have to
How they caught him.
conclude.
Now
We
we
want
can
the
now come to the
conclusion.
point how they caught
We
him.
want the conclusion of the story actually, Ritik. You are
Friends,
getting another story.
gentlemen, we all have agreed upon the plot of the story. I think it's time to conclude now.
The man handed over him to the
Friends,
police.
as most of us are agreeing in a theme, so we should not diverge the theme, and we are having less time, so we should come to the actions. We can add that firstly they judge the place, that where are the entry and exits from where the person can run. So after that they will call the police through their
Local
walkie
police.
talkies.
Yeah.
They will inform the police to be in the entry or exits, and the person who is a drug supplier or something else, he could have arms, so they would come with a proper safety measures.
So what we can
Of
do
course,
after this,
and
after the local
in,
police
we
is
can
now
also
involved,
brief the
they will
local
plan
police
out the
station
action
beforehand.
in which
Hence,
the
involving the
detective
local
or the
police station
detective
as suggested
ask
by
the
my
people
principal.
or the drug peddler to surrender their arms and ammunition as the area has been cordoned. So with the negotiation and the fear of getting shot, the people, the smugglers, these people will surrender their arms, and through the peaceful resolution, all the arms and the drugs and the people will be busted out of it.
All right, and we
Yeah,
can
that makes
also
sense.
appoint the local police to stop all the escape routes and involve and stop public from getting involved to ensure their
Yeah, the
safety.
local police can help with the law and order situation so that things don't run out of hand. We can do that.
So I hope we all agree upon what's happening in the story and how it is concluded.
Yes, so now we can conclude that they've caught him and they further handed him to the police station and for further investigation or interrogation.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and they
Agreed.
successfully prevented the drug peddling operation.
Yeah. So we can, like, if we have right now time, so we can one more time go through the whole thing, just by like, if I miss something, please add on to it. Like in the picture we have perceived three characters, start all two are in positive mode whereas one is in neutral mode, and they vary from the age group of 30 to 45, right? And the action is they are spying on some person. So there are two people that work for the intelligence agency, that is IB, if I give it a name. So these people got information about a person who is indulged in drug trafficking. So what they do is, say, first of all, get to that area. They search upon that area and found that person, and that person lead them to the base area where they are having all the stocks of the drugs. And through which they, as soon as they get the area, he called for backup with the local police, as the information told to the local police, and all the areas of entry and exit were closed and the area was cordoned. That means the area was cordoned, and after that, through negotiation and all the thing was settled down, and which included the busting of the drugs, the arms, and the people that were involved. And after the culprits were held, they were given over to the local police, so that extra information or anything related to that can be taken out from them. Anything else that I've missed?
No, I believe we all agree
Uh,
and we can
we could
conclude
add,
this as a
yes,
common story.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
we could add on the names of the character.
Okay. We can give the name to the hero that is giving the actions, so we can take it as Pushpesh itself.
Sure, we can give any neutral name.
Okay. I believe we are done with it, the concluding part. So now the narration part, I believe Pushpesh can do it. Pushpesh, if you want to.
Nominate the candidate.
Okay,
Nominate.
Pushpesh, I believe.
Only one candidate is going to nominate the speech. Is there any? What are you doing over?
yes, I can narrate the story. So through the picture, we all perceived three characters. All are male between the age group 30 to 45, where two are in positive mood and one is in neutral mood. The main character of our story is Puspesh, who is an IB officer. So, firstly, they got information about a man who was doing suspicious activity. So they made a plan to spy him. After that, after seeing the man, they firstly came and spied him, and they checked all the entries and exits. They closed the entries and exits with the help of the local police, and they also came to the base station where the drug dealer has all of the drugs. After that, they tried to negotiate with the drug dealer that he has been surrounded from all the places. So they asked him to surrender, and the drug dealer, from fear of being shot, he surrendered, and he was further handed over to the local police for further interrogation. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Great discussion and also great conclusion that you give for the story. Now, please, somebody put on the camera because I'm feeling lonely there. It's my
Right now
first
I'm
time.
visible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a candidate who left to narrating the story. And yeah, Ritik, I think. So Ritik, would you like to narrate the story again? Because you took part in the discussion part, so I noted your point something.
I think he's not there in yet.
Okay, okay. So many of you took the proper time that assessors want between 60 to 90 seconds. But I think Sorrow, you took a little more than expected. You loved your story. Anjali took 53 seconds approximately, and a good initiative in discussion also. Uh, Sagar Ronit, I think. He described his story around Intel working.
Yes.
So I
Working on
think
Intel.
on Intel. And sorry, I didn't rewind your story completely. But uh, Sagar, you narrate your story again and again, and after given points, you have to sustain on your points again. When you said that, okay, guys, let I remind the story and come to a common conclusion, then you again come to your points where you put IB main lead.
I gave a suggestion on that. Okay, I'll work on it. But as no one has mentioned about what the organization was, so I gave it a name. That's it. That's it.
And guys, you put IB officer in the story. That's a good thing, but you just deny the role of police there. Mainly, you just narrate that the spy officer would defeat the drug smugglers and by the help of police. But the main thing that the negotiations and all those things, what I think from my point of view, is getting done by police. Maybe somebody would like to give some points on it.
Brother, can you please rate my story? Was it feasible? Was it logical?
Samarjit Singh. Oh, storyteller.
What, bro?
He's a book writer. Your stories on that.
No, no, no. Librarian.
My
Librarian.
story is on that. My story.
Okay, Mark
My,
Tiwari.
my story. My story was in library. That library in charge.
As I think and as I perceived here, so we haven't neglect the surroundings and the area. We always took a mood like positive, but some situations are like that. They just shown clearly that what kind of situation is there. So I think the common conclusion here, like to capture and capture the smugglers, capture the terrorists, you can say. So this kind of story is being preferred here. But although just your story is quite good, anybody could give suggestions. Would like to give suggestions to somebody, please. And Himanshu Tiwari also, you took part in discussion for a little time, but did not give the so much good points also, as you have to hold earlier classes in earlier classes also. So brother, please try to make a good story by your imagination.
Saurabh, can you give me some suggestion?
And one person, Aman, who dominated on the group in last by saying that Though we have to come on a common conclusion, but he's not giving some points to come to that conclusion, right? This kind of dominance is not accepted there. Yeah, if you have some points, then be clear and said, uh, yes, I agree with it, and I would like to add some points which lead to the conclusion. But he just dominate on the group. So please, if Aman is there, yeah, Adam Aman, yeah, here. Got it, Aman? Oh,
Yes, sir.
the time was good. All narrate story in a good, confidently, and also in a very good communication. And Pushpesh Mehra took part in the discussion very well. And I think Saurav did not participate so much.
Sorry,
I don't know.
I had some student too. Was not available during GD.
Saurabh, did you listen to my story?
Sorry, Samarjit, I didn't. Actually, when I came back, it was
Anything from
concluding.
my story?
Deepika Singh. I think you came late and I did not remind. Sorry, but in recording you will check. I will
Sorry.
also. Sorry.
Okay, I perceive doctor there. They run a health campaign in rural and tribal
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
area.
I noted your story. Okay.
I can't take part in GD as I was working in also.
Yeah, Deepika Singh, you took 50 seconds and your story is on health hygiene in village. They are just promoting the education on health and hygiene, I think. Yeah, I'm right.
Is it good or not?
Though story is quite good, but the fact that I told earlier, we have to see the environment by which the other characters are, with what kind of expression they have. We even didn't neglect. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, story was good, but if anybody could give some suggestions on her story, please give. And everybody, please noted the drawbacks and reviews of each and every candidate so that we can share. We are here to just
No,
share our.
while GD I was working in kitchen, so I can't participate.
I would like to give a point for like common narration. I think Pushpesh did the common narration.
Yeah.
So Pushpesh, once the group elects you, so please start with like thanking the group. So be polite, thank the group, ki thank you for giving me this opportunity, and then you can start.
Okay, thanks, Saurabh. I also forgot to narrate, means I also forgot to say the common theme.
No worries, you can start directly with story. There is no need to mention the theme. But yeah, you please like thank the group, and then you can start.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, no worries.
And one also thing, you took a lot of time to just conclude uh, an action of the story. Yeah, Sagar Rawat.
Yeah, you didn't told me about my narration timing and was it fluent or not?
Yeah, fluency is there. Yeah, you're confident also, and your timing is 1 minute and 5 seconds. Quite good.
Okay, and was I aggressive in the
No, no, no. You are not aggressive, but you are just, you can say, somewhere a dominance quality is being seen from you.
Okay, fine, fine.
Because I told na, in last narration, you narrate the story for giving a common theme conclusion
Yeah, yeah.
for Pushpesh. So just you put your points in that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Sir, can you give feedback on my story?
Arun Jyoti. You took 1 minute and 10 seconds. You characterized the person Vishal, an inspector who caught drug smugglers. Yeah, yours all candidates have a similar kind of story. That is good. But those who are not among it, don't be upset over any kind of this problem, because your story was also good, and it doesn't mean that your story is different from the group. So you are different from the group. It's just totally wrong thing. Your story has been heard by the GTO assessors and interviewing officers very well. So they just see you that what kind of matter that you put in your story. Okay, are you getting? My communication skills are somewhere lacking, and I'm improving day by day. If somebody have problem, please.
Kapil, you're going great. I mean, in my opinion, I think you were posting very good and you're improving as well day by day. So, yeah, that's a good thing.
One more thing, Kapil, can you share the timings in the group? Can you please type or like click a photo of the timings and please
Okay.
share it in the group.
Okay.
Thank you.
So anybody would like to have some points and suggestions? Sort of stop recording right now.
Okay, I'll stop.